Alright, ladies and gents, welcome to another battle report for Bromance WarGaming. This is Dallas, and it is Dallas and his Lizardmen versus Matt, and he is returned back to his Orc and Goblin roots. This is dawn attack. We've already deployed and did scouts and vanguard, so I will start and just go over my deployment, how it worked out. I started off with my Slan, wanting to try to get it as close to either the middle or to one of the sides as possible, just to help keep from my Slan being completely pushed out of whack. And as you see, I put him right on the middle edge right here, and then just started deploying my stags. Two of my stags, of course, got right near where I needed them to be, and then the other stag rolled the dreaded one and got sent way over there.
It's the timeout corner.
Yes, he was a bad stag. He got slapped on the nose with a newspaper and sent to the corner, apparently along with one of my salamanders and one group of saurs to keep him company. As you can see, here's some skink skirmishers, one group of saurus, and then back here is my one group of skink skirmishers with the skink priest. And on my skink priest with heavens, I got Ice Shard Blizzard and Harmonic Convergence. Of course, my other Slan, which is nice and ethereal, and Lore Master, so he's got all of light. As well, here's one group of skinks, chameleon skinks. Got them kind of in the middle and have a few different targets I could possibly go after. And my other is over here, of course, with some wolf riders staring him down and some nice artillery over there. Matt, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Alright, well, I don't remember who rolled what. I actually rolled a lot of sixes, so a lot of this is my choice or in the middle. I think probably the only thing that I didn't want was one of my level 1 Night Goblin Shamans, but he is just in range of the lookout sir here, so that'll be nice. We've got 5 wolf riders, spears and shields, a rock lobber with my dwarf slave that's laying on the ground like a bad slave. Goblin wolf chariot, no upgrades. 5 wolf riders, spears and shields. 50 night goblins with nets and a standard and a musician. They don't have a champion in there. 2 level 1s, night goblins. Mad Git on Bouncer, my night goblin big boss on a great cave squig that I painted for today so that I could have a completely painted army. Another chariot, no upgrades. This is Orcsies. He is my orc great shaman. He's actually in the black orcs here, but he doesn't fit. His slaves are poking the other black orcs in the back. Notice, Dallas, there's a saurus head there on the back. He's fought you before.
Oh, we gotta retaliate. Take revenge for our saurus brothers.
But this is 30 black orcs. They're 8 wide. They have a standard, a musician, and a champion. And then this is also my general orc war boss with heavy armor and a shield. I got 3 single trolls up front to run interference, which I was really excited about because they all rolled to the center.
Dawn Attack has screwed his trolls in the past.
Yep. We got a Doom Diver, goblin shooting out of a cannon. Not as awesome as the one we saw at Redstone with the, that was essentially an Orc and Goblin giant throwing goblins.
Oh, yeah,
that was awesome. We got 30 Orc Biggins. Again, I don't have my savages painted, so I ran with regular orcs. They got full command. This is a Black Orc BSB, mispositioned. He should really be over here, but I'll fix that in my first turn. Then I have 2 pump wagons that I couldn't afford any upgrades on, so they're just straight pump wagons. As far as terrain, this is a Tower of Blood. Anything within 6 inches has hatred. My stuff has frenzy and hatred. This is a Temple of Skulls, and I can guarantee that on the first turn, whoever gets it, my champion here is going to be praying to the temple. I will never think of it as anything other than Nick Saban.
That's right. Praying to the Dark Chaos God, Nick Saban.
I actually almost put Mad Git on there, but I decided I wanted to keep his points. He's actually pretty expensive. This is a Bane Stone, so anybody within 6 inches gets a +1 to wound. This is a regular hill, and then that back there with the salamanders in is an Earthblood Mirror.
And that gives the regeneration.
Yeah, that gives regeneration. So I'm about to roll off. If I get a 6, I steal the initiative, and then I can't charge with these guys, but they didn't Vanguard, so they're still free game.
Excellent.
All right, here we go. Oh, I should mention real quick, I'm rolling one of the 2 dice I got from an excellent ogre opponent, Todd Perkins. at Redstone. Shout out to Todd. Thanks for the dice. They are made out of steel. They are correctly weighted, but you have to give them a good shake in your hand because they don't bounce on the table because they have square sides. So here we go.
All right.
Nope. Dallas got first turn.
I've got first turn. We'll pick up at the end of my first turn. All right, folks, welcome back. It's the top of turn 1 with Dallas and his Lizardmen. You can see I kind of moved my chameleon skinks up, moved them up over here. Salamanders, kind of just inching everything up just a little bit, so you can tell. During Magic, I threw a few dice at Foz. It went through. Threw a few at trying to get an Ice Sharp Blizzard on his Doom Diver. I didn't get the cast on that. Then during shooting, my Chameleon Skinks took a shot at his Rock Lobber over there, pinged a wound off of him. Over here, my other Chameleon Skinks took a shot at his bouncy guy, the whatever they're.
Mad Git on Bouncer.
Mad Git on Bouncer. And I got 2 wounds, but then he showed that he had the enchanted shield that gave me the 3 up, and then I still got 1 through, and then he said, "Hey, I got the dodge zone too,"
Bing, bing.
and so it was also gone. So nothing there. It was kind of an uneventful first turn. Hopefully the Foz will protect me, and we'll see how it happens when the Orc horde comes across. We'll pick up Matt's turn 1. All right, Orcs General Matt, tell us about your turn 1.
No, it didn't really go as well as I thought, but it went better than it could have. Charged the Chameleon Skinks, and they ran like 2 inches, so my chariot caught them and reformed.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have any animosity problems, which was excellent. Didn't have any stupid problems, which was excellent. Everybody kind of scooted up a little bit. These guys are pulling around to give me some support. I charged the salamander here with 5 wolf riders, and then I bounded into the Chameleon Skinks over here. I elected not to charge them so that they wouldn't get the chance to flee, so I could just go ahead and kill him. So he's kind of stranded out there right now, but whatever. I think he's got those stags. Those stags can't handle him. And in Magic, I put Itchy Nuisance on these guys, so they're movement 3 and initiative like 1, but it didn't matter because I failed my fear test and was unable to do a single wound. He killed 5 with his 6 attacks, so he was a hoss.
And then chased down the last one.
And then he chased down the last one, and shooting, my stuff veered wildly off target. And let's see, what else do we got? My pump wagons kind of went up too far. I tried to hand a gork them, and it didn't. I tried to hand a gork this one into the backfield, and it didn't work, which would have been kind of sexy.
Yeah, I dispel scrolled that one. I was fearful of that one coming around and tearing up my flank all to pieces.
Yep. And so
you prayed to Nick Saban.
I did. I prayed to Nick Saban, and I rolled the 1 because I rooted for Auburn last night over LSU.
There was your problem.
Well, I just attribute it to not enough F-150s. Anyway, things are looking interesting with the trolls all out in front, acting crazy, and my BSB finally in position. So we'll see what happens. I think that everything's going to go my way.
My way. I can't sing like Usher, but that's just what I was picturing, that old Usher song. Anyway, we'll pick up at the top of turn 2 with Dallas. Alright guys, we're at a closer view as I'm sitting down, being lazy. It's my turn 2. As you can tell, I've moved myself across, moving salamanders over. Got a little bit of stag action going here. Just to let you know, charges, I moved the baby stag into his Mad Git, and I also charged my other stag over there into the, what's that nice little thing called?
Pump wagon?
The pump wagon?
Yep.
And my skink chief over here moved up a little bit. I also charged one of his trolls with my Saurus, and being scared of a pump wagon charge over here, I kind of left my Saurus all kind of by their lonesome over here. During Magic, I did Speed of Light bubble, and did Foz, try to get Foz off. He dispelled it. He also, when I cast Speed of Light, he did the Hex Scroll, and luckily my my toad-looking Slon did not turn into a real toad, which would have really, really sucked. And I also Ice Shard Blizzarded his Madgit. Shooting, my salamander went all crazy over there on those goblins. Took out 15.
So it hit 15, it killed 8.
Yeah, it killed 8. I had both of the wizards in the in my flame template, but he lookout served for both of them, which kind of sucked. But oh well, and I got 8 of them out of there. I also did some shooting with my skink chiefs into there and took out a few more. And then over here, I tried to salamander his troll first, and I hit it, but did not wound. And then on my skink skirmishers, they took out 2 wounds. So he's laboring over there with 1. Combat was kind of a bit of a push. Madgit did a wound. I did nothing to him with some kind of crappy rolls, and we were on push there. Over here again, no wounds. He did a wound. I won by 3 on the combat res, but his general he's stuck on a 7. The last combat, actually it was the first combat in the turn, but last one I'm getting to here, was my stag into his pump wagon. I destroyed it on impact hits and then tried to get the overrun into his units because I knew they were probably going to be coming next turn anyway, and rolled like a 3 on my overrun and just sitting there ready to get all orked up the butt. Nothing much going on except it's starting to get a little crazy. The combats are about to become fast and furious, so we'll pick up with Matt's turn. Alright, it was a crazy turn 2 for you,
Indeed,
Matt.
it was.
Go ahead and give us a breakdown.
Well, I had almost everything charging. In fact, everything did charge except my war machines and my goblins. I called the Wog for the first time ever. Not that it mattered, because the times that I won, he was stubborn, or I beat him by 13.
Yeah, so
it didn't really matter anyway. But I did call it, which is okay.
how did you call the Wog?
I went, Wah!
Good.
I guess I start from over here. This unit, this unit, this unit, and this unit all charge the ancient stag. You can see how many people made it, which was really stupid. They needed an 11. Fair enough. I just decided that it was worth the risk. These guys needed like an 8 on the Swift Stride. Kind of annoyed. These guys needed an 8. Again, I kind of figured one of those guys would get in.
Yeah, law of averages should work in it.
I thought so. And that guy's the only one who got in. And I thought, oh, well, there goes my chariot. So in combat, he rolled 6 impact hits. He wounded the Skink Chief once, the Stegadon twice,
Yep.
and one of the handlers.
Yeah.
Because you have a 6 sitting here. Is it supposed to be a 4 or a 3?
Should be a 3.
Okay. And then in the rest of that combat, he did 2 wounds to me total because he rolled like poop, just like for his armor saves. And I directed all of my attacks. Somehow the wolves and the goblins climbed out of that chariot and stabbed the Skink Chief. I got 2 wounds through, and Dallas failed one of his armor saves. So actually, a wolf took him down. He failed the 2-up armor save from the wolf. So I unhitched a wolf, threw it up into the howdah. It bit the Skink Chief. So now that's just an ancient stag with 3 crew left.
Yeah. So you see, yeah, that Skink Chief, he's the ghost remnants. That's all that's
right.
left. That's all that's left.
Over here in this combat, I got the troll into the baby stag. Even hitting on 5s and 6s with Madgit, I still managed to put 2 or 3 wounds on the.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, I think I did 2 with Madgit and 1
2,
with the troll, and he did nothing to me. Madgit managed to save all of the terrible, terrible armor save stuff that he needed to make. So that stag is looking grim as well. My Black Orcs charged, hit along with this troll. They charged his unit of Saurus. Well, this was the troll that was already there. We cornered in Magic I got Fist of Gork off to make my shaman a monster with his Fencer Blades plus Fist of Gork. And I beat, that's the unit I beat by 13. The troll ran it down and clipped into this guy, so we had to make it an actual charge. And we bounced off of the troll, which is fine, because we've got some good charges coming up next turn if we can stay alive. Over here, I beat the stag. I charged the stag, and in compulsory, I got into the flank. So this stag has 2 wounds left and 2 crew left.
Yep.
I ran it off, but I didn't manage to catch it with the pump wagon, and I just reformed with these guys because I overran into the flank of some skinks that were here fighting another troll, the troll that used to be here. They killed that troll. I beat them and ran them off. That's what those 3 skinks are right there. And then they reformed because they couldn't pursue anymore. And the troll was dead, so nobody could pursue those skinks. So things are looking kind of nice for me. Looks like Mad Git plus the troll are just what the doctor ordered as far as killing that stag. This chariot at least is going to hold him up for another turn because he can't do anything other than reform after he kills that chariot.
Exactly.
And I'm not sure what I'm going to do over here. And I'm hoping that he doesn't hit these guys with the flame template, but he might.
It's looking pretty likely.
I'm hoping that you misfire. That's really what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be nice about it, but he killed my BSB. He killed my BSB with the 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, and me with the 5-up armor save. He wounded all 3. I failed to save any but 1.
Yeah, but then you in retaliation.
But then in retaliation is when I killed the skink chief. So it was. If I can kill that stegadon, I'll feel good because I'll have gotten those points. Otherwise, I'm just going to whine about that BSB being dead. But anyway, yeah, things are looking really good for me right now. I'm thinking I might actually be able to topple the champ of Bromance WarGaming.
The champ, huh?
Yeah. Well, you did the best at Redstone, so.
Well, that doesn't mean much.
Oh, did I tell him that Nick Saban didn't like my?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think so. Well, if not,
I prayed to Nick Saban and my champion died out of my Black Orc unit. All right, that's it. We'll get back to you guys at the end of Dallas's turn 3.
Excellent. All right, folks, we're picking back up with with Dallas and his Lizardmen on the top of turn 3. Not a whole lot of movement. Just moved these skinks, the skink skirmishers up to kind of block the way. Actually, I was thinking I was going to be able to use them and just get some free shots at those guys because his trolls were blocking, and I'll get to that in a moment why that was kind of dumb. Didn't move a whole lot of people. Moved my salamander back a little bit to get proper positioning for a flame shot. Magic, I did speed of light. I threw 6 dice, and counting the rumination dice. Irresistible.
Oh, you forgot to becalming.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I was thinking about that. That's my fault.
Speed of light, I did that on the Slan, and irresistible. The miscast was the small template. I didn't feel like that was really worthwhile to pass off with cupped hands. So I took it and it did the wound, but my awesome 4-up ward save protected me, so my Slan is all nice and protected.
Pristine.
Yes. Shooting here didn't do much. I think I got like 1, 2 wounds.
You got 5 wounds.
5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I failed all of my armor saves.
Yeah, because I rolled like a beast on that one.
Yeah.
Then over here, the flame template, I got I think it was 9, 10 actually in shots hits on his people.
Yeah.
I did.
You did 4
wounds, and I also wounded one of his wizards, and they all started panicking over there, as you can tell. The goblins ran as well as did his one wizard. So that was good, Fear the charmander. Charmander!
I don't know, they may never rally either. Well, the wizard may not. These guys are 10, so the wizard's got his mighty 5 to try and rally.
Let's see. Other than that, the combats, my stag that used to have the skink chief in it did his awesomeness and finally did take out the chariot like he should have the first freaking turn, and he's positioned to get some more chariot action coming in, but I didn't want him in the flank. Here I took another wound. I actually did one wound to his stupid Mad Git.
No, Mad Gittin' Bouncer.
And as you can tell, afterwards we pushed. He reformed like so. So now it's going to be some nasty charges coming in from here. Here, this salamander against trolls, it was a push. So we neither did wounds to each other.
No, I won by 1, but you were 10 with the reroll.
Because you had charged into him, yes, that is correct. But we did no wounds.
Yep.
Here, I forgot to mention my my ancient stag rallied and turned around.
Oh, yeah.
And my other skink skirmishers kept running like the small little reptilian babies they are. Then, over here, my Saurus took out his pump wagon.
Yes, it did.
He took 1 wound out, and I did a bunch back.
He did like 6 or something, yeah.
And then I tried to make that overrun. I needed a 6. And as you can tell right there, I'm an inch away. So not only am I prepared for the charge, I'm also into his wonderful flank, which is, amazing. Needed that 6.
Yep.
But anyway, here it is. It's been a crazy turn 3. Lots of combat, lots of death. Fear the Charmander over there. He's been my MVP so far. Excellent little dude. And I'm about to get charged all over the place. So we'll pick up at Matt's turn. All right, Matt, it's the bottom of turn 3 with you. Still going pretty crazy out here. Give us a rundown.
Well, I had Animosity fail me for the first time here, which is okay. Actually, my units don't suffer much from Animosity, so I was kind of lucky. I moved I charged the Black Orcs into the Skinks, and I charged the Orcs into the flank over here, and I'll get to that weird situation in a second. My Goblins both continued to flee. They fled away from the Ancient Stag, so they ran off the board, which is about 300 points just running away from the Salamander, but he's totally not overpowered at all. Like my Hydra.
And the Mad Git? What the hell? What the heck was that? That was stupid.
I moved the Chariot back just to kind of bait a charge a little bit or deal with this Salamander or something. Maybe nothing, but at the very least I'm saving 50 points. I may bring it back in. Since this is only turn 3, I have some time to bring it back in to contribute. Mad Git and the Troll in I got Gift of the Spider God off up here, which I didn't really need, but I thought I was going to overrun into the Stag. Dallas pulled his Skinks away so that I pursued away from the Stag, which was fine. Mad Git took a wound, and he managed to do the final killing blow to that Stegadon that he's been fighting forever. So he's on a single wound, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with him. He may bounce off into the distance with his 122 points being safe, or he may go try and fight a Slan.
Poor Slan. The poor Slan is staring down the horde.
I overran, as you can see, and I'm into the Skink Priest, which is bad news bears for the Slan.
Yeah, and that Skink Priest is having a bad day already.
Yeah, he's not really. The Troll did 1 wound after puking and regen the 1 wound done to it, so it won by 1. Over here, this is the weird one. I came in, I won by a bunch. He needed Snake Eyes. He got them. I went ahead and reformed so we're both in each other's flanks because I didn't want this thing to hit me in the flank. I wanted to get a bunch of attacks back at it. And I realized this round that I have the Razor Standard, which means that actually I should have been killing the Stegadon a little bit more effectively last time. I don't know if it has any wounds on it or anything like that.
That one does.
I thought it had some wounds done to it, but it doesn't seem to.
It did. It had 3 each. Yeah, I think it had like 2 crew and
okay. Anyway, point being, they didn't. I should have maybe snuck another wound through, but I remembered this time and killed a bunch, and then just reformed to accept this stag charge. Hopefully, I might be able to get lucky and stab it to death.
Excellent.
And then Homeboy is out here by himself. So really my artillery continues to do nothing. They're definitely my least valuable players so far this game, veering wildly off target or failing to wound anything.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about that.
So maybe they'll show up in the end game to nail me a stag or something. Anyway, that's my turn, and things are looking kind of iffy. But if I can get a hold of that Slon,
things will start looking very.
I think I'll call that game if I can get the Slon.
Yes. All right, we'll pick up with turn 4 in a second. All right, hey folks, it's my turn 4, correct? Yeah. All right, and it's starting to look pretty bleak for me. Let's go ahead and start over here. My charmander's still been doing his awesome job of taking out this flank over here. He shot at the wolf riders, hit and killed 3 of them, and as you can tell, they're running away from the charmander. You fear the charmander, but he's about to get wolf charioted into the flank, so that's not going to be pleasant. In other news, right here, I shot at Madgit and didn't do much anything there. Over here, I took out a whole bunch. I don't remember the exact number, but
a lot.
I won combat, but he was steadfast. So we're hanging out over here. I was able to get to reform my Saurus to start getting a little bit more attacks in, thank goodness. And I killed his freaking troll with the salamander. Just to let y'all know, during my magic, I went Barona's Time Warp, Irresistible. I first off started off with Speed of Light, which he Dispel Scrolled. Then I went Barona's Irresistible. I again kept the miscast because it was just the strength 10 small template, and I rolled a 1 on the wound, so he's still good. During combat over here, of course, the priest did get a wound through. He killed one of the orcs awesomely. I give him thumbs up to dying like a man, and then he absolutely got wiped out. And as you can tell, my Slon is in a very bad position. We're going to pick up in a minute with Matt's turn 4, and it's probably going to be pretty bleak for me. So, hey, keep your fingers crossed. Maybe the goodly Lizardmen might pull it out. Pray to the old ones. Peace out. Matt, this is going to be turning into quite a bloody affair.
Yes, it
is. Bottom of your turn 4. Let the folks know what's going on.
Well, I charged. My wolves rallied in the far corner, lest I forget that. My chariot charged. It lost 2 wounds. It did 2 wounds, but the salamander broke, and it failed to chase the salamander down.
Yeah.
In this combat, I did 0 wounds, and he did like 8 or 9, so I broke and nobody caught me. I passed through Madgits here on Bouncer, but he's got to take on all these units here by himself, which I'm sure he can do. I have complete faith in him.
Oh, that bastard.
And I, of course, caught the Slon.
Poor Slon.
And so I think the rest of this game is going to be what can my black orcs grab a hold of. And so I'm going to be looking to cast Hand of Gork a lot to get into some good positions.
Gotcha.
Also, Brain Burster for some Strength 6 hits will also be nice on the stegadons. Those dirty, dirty stegadons. Oh, and this guy's actually still alive.
He's all by himself.
I actually Hand of Gorked him away so that he couldn't get shot by the... Because he ended up here. He was trying to poison attack these guys. Dallas threw all his dice at it to stop it. But I threw him all the way over here so that he couldn't get shot and he wouldn't be near anybody. So hopefully he can, I don't know, come in and give some people poison attacks.
All right. So as he said, it's kind of going to be a bunch of running around.
Yep.
Mostly me trying to save points. I've lost a bunch of points, but there's still a good bit on the table. And we will see how it goes into turn 5. All right, folks, it is the top of 5, and things are still just crazy. Major things, I double charged the freaking Madgit with my salamander and my stag, and as you can see, I finally killed that 120 whatever point super beast that just wrecked me all game long, but I killed him. He's dead. He'll never come back. Goodbye. The other thing, I charged his orcs with my Saurus, sent them over to my stag, then tried to charge with my stag. He rolled double 11s on both flee distances. As you can see, he is way out over there, and I did not catch up to him either way. I was able to rally my salamander because he loves him some impact hits from that chariot, and they're going to have that going again next turn. And really big point is going to be is if he can get that charge off. And that's going to be a bunch of points if he does.
It's an 8-inch charge?
Yeah, it's something pretty close to that.
It's 13, so no, 9. 9-inch charge.
So, odds are in my favor. And they've started picking up odds towards, for me towards the end of this game. So who knows? Maybe they'll keep up. Anyway, hopefully those war machines will quit, keep doing what they're doing.
No, they got you this time.
No, they don't.
If I don't make that charge, we're ninja sniping gold stags.
You know what? Saban still hates you.
No, that's true.
All right, we'll pick up with Matt's end of turn 4. Turn 5. All right, Matt, that was a pretty quick turn 5.
Yep.
Go ahead and tell the folks what's going on.
Charge the salamander with the chariot. You can see how well that went.
Took a wound and took one of the handlers.
But it doesn't matter because he's impossible for me to kill. I rolled like 2 impact hits on him. So, woo. I think that brings the grand total up to 5 that I did to that model out of 2 charges. So my wolf chariots are looking for a beating. I failed the charge. I got a 7 and I needed a 9. I didn't feel bad because I needed an 8 to get here, so I would have failed even the slightly easier charge there.
So you went after the stakes. You went after the big points.
Yep. Then Dallas dispelled my Hand of Gork, which went off. And I tried to snipe this stag, put a wound on it, and I failed. My shooting put 1 wound on a handler and 1 wound on this stag. So maybe if Gork or Mork is smiling on me, I'll manage to kill a stegadon next round.
No. No.
But I'm not going to get a charge off on a stegadon, I don't think, and unless it's a super long charge. And I'm probably going to lose this unit, which means I'm going to have my war machines left.
And the big unit here, and those wolf riders.
And the wolf riders. So I've got to hope that the Slan 700 and something points is going to carry me through the day.
510, I think. Not 700.
Plus 100 for the general, plus 100 for the BSB.
But I took your BSB, so yeah.
Yep.
All right, folks. We'll pick up turn 6. All right, guys. We went ahead and did all of turn 6 because it was kind of just a seeing exactly what all points we could get and tally it all up. Matt, why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown of what happened during our turn 6?
Turn 6 was Dallas moved everything up to fire and ran the Saurus away. The Saurus are 11 inches away from the black orcs, and the stag. This stag is a 12-inch charge, so 11-inch charge, a 12-inch charge. He got me down to just my champion in the big uns, who failed his panic test for the 350 points, and he ran 8 inches, which put him 5 and change off the board. So in my turn, I tried to charge here, didn't make it, and then I realized after the fact that I should have. Well, it wouldn't matter because he fled off. He failed to get the double ones, and he rolled exactly 6, which is what he needed. I needed him to roll really, really low both times that he fled, and he didn't. He fled exactly averaged out over those 2. So at the end, Dallas has got 2 ancient stags that are bloodied as mess.
Oh yeah.
I think this guy's got 1, this guy's got 2.
Yep.
And actually, I feel like if I could have been a little luckier with the BSB, like Dallas not one-shotting him with the ancient, that I could actually have killed this ancient in combat. Which would have made me feel a little happier. The war machines did a grand total of 1 wound to anything this round. Oh, I'm sorry, they did 2 wounds. They did 1 wound to themselves and 1 wound to a stegadon. So the war machines are definitely my LVP. Honestly, probably MVP would have to go to Mad Git on Bouncer, who single-handedly took out that baby stag. I mean, yeah, the troll helped a little bit, but Mad Git weathered several rounds of combat with his 3-up rerollable armor save.
I hate that little jerk.
He was great at 122 points. Worst LVP was the 165 points I spent on my artillery that did nothing all game. Special mention goes to the chariots, which one chariot did amazing, did like 5 wounds to this model.
Oh yeah.
And then the other chariot did 2 wounds to a salamander team over the course of 2 charges. So that's pretty much that. As far as my stuff goes, I felt like I played pretty well, except maybe the time I turned my flank to the Saurus. But I really thought that I was going to, with these guys, but I really thought that I was going to do some more wounds to that stegadon, and I didn't get any 6s through. You know, it only had a 6-up armor save, so once I wounded it, it was actually going to go down pretty quickly, but I couldn't get anything through.
No, I think that was a legit play. I didn't see
Well,
any problems with that.
Yeah. Like I said, I was hoping I'd get a couple more 6s through, but then you came in and wrecked me and got to reform, and then it was pretty much all over with that unit. I was able to put pressure on the slime.
Hey, yeah.
Flushed him out of the pocket.
In about 8 or 9 games, I think I've played with this. You're the first one to catch up to him and take him out. So,
yeah.
Hey, congrats to you.
That's what I get for my 1,000-point Black Orc bunker there. It's not actually. It's only like 900.
Oh, just 900.
Yeah. It's almost as many points as your slime.
All right.
What do you think? What about you, sir?
Well, I think I made some pretty poor plays with allowing some of the charges early on. I think I probably should have played the Son a little bit better, although towards the end I really didn't have a whole lot of options with where to move him and to keep him out of harm's way without also taking him out of any usefulness as far as doing his his magic stuff. And that Bromance Time Warp really, even though when I moved him in the place to do the Time Warp, it really was a big key in me doing a bit of a comeback. My MVP, Mr. Charmander over there, who was wrecking all sorts of face over on this flank single-handedly. Yeah, took 2 chariot charges.
Charmander the Invulnerable.
He ran off the goblin unit over here. He ran off one of the wizards.
Yep.
And took a whole bunch.
That Charmander probably got you 500 points.
Oh yeah, he was a beast. 80 points well spent right there. My least valuable, probably my skink priest. Although just because I didn't get much to use with him except the dispel scroll early on, and then he did do 1 wound when he finally got caught by the orc bus that wrecked him. But I'm kind of rethinking what I need to do with him. Maybe just turn him into a level 1 and get some points back off of that. I don't know. Otherwise, it was a good game. Matt won by a little over like 150, 160.
Yeah, something like that.
So it was pretty close to a draw. It really could have went either way, definitely. Excellent game for Matt's return to the Orcs and Goblins. I hope he stays away from them because they're nasty.
Easier than.
Although he's probably put them away because he was scared I was going to step on them.
There is that.
But other than that, it was an excellently fought game.
Yep, it was very close.
Let's see if I can get my hand out there for a shake.
Good game, guys.
I hope that didn't cause anyone to go into motion sickness with that movement. But hey, thank all of you guys for watching, and it's been a fun game, and look forward to having some more games up soon. Take care.